into meditation, what I was feeling was very, very dizzy. And I don't know who this could be, so this is why I need you to tell me who you think that it might be. This is a man that I was hearing. I was hearing like, Vicky, tú tienes que decir ella porque ella te lo respeta. Like this, to me, it would be like a father figure is what I'm feeling, and that's why I said I think that it's your father that's coming through. This, for me, this person had something in the throat and something in the head. I felt very, very dizzy. I don't know if you guys found him on the floor, if he collapsed on the floor, but I felt him like falling on the floor. Something about, you know, just him being in the floor. I feel like when he was in the hospital, I feel like there were machines, but the body was moving, but there was nothing here. But up here was showing waves. So somebody had to make a decision in order to unplug him, because it was one of those like, do we keep him or do we not keep him? Do you understand? I don't know who this is, but do you know who this person is? This was.
I don't know.
Huh?
I think he passed at the hospital.
He passed at the hospital?
Yeah, but they took the tubes off.
But somebody had to make that decision to shut off the machine, right? So did he die like while, I don't know how to explain it, but it was like somebody was wondering or questioning if it was the right decision, like if it was his time to go. So if it's not your dad, then you're gonna have to think of somebody else that's a male figure. But I really do feel like it was your dad. There were some questions that were being said at the hospital. There was like an altercation that was happening at the hospital, but it was like, it was his time to go. Like he was there, but he wasn't there. It was almost like in the end he could hear you. But I feel like my whole face is numb. So I don't know what that, you know, if there was something like maybe he had an aneurysm, like maybe there was something there. But that's what I'm feeling. And so it was like they tried to revive him. Maybe he was alive for a while on the machine, but then if he passed, then that was, you know, that was talked about, is you guys were wondering if you should be the ones unplugging. Who's gonna be the one who's stepping up to unplug? So it was like the family, his family stepped in order to run the show. So it was like, he wants you to know regardless, because I know like there's altercations between you and the family. There's something that's going on between you guys. I don't know if he was sent overseas or if he's here. That's the part that I don't know, but I'm feeling like something happened where somebody, I think they sent him overseas if I'm not mistaken, but there was like something about jewelry, something about, you know, papers, something about something. It was like the family was like stealing stuff. Does that make any sense to you?
I don't know about the machine part, like, I wasn't there for that. I know
Okay.
about the after he got passed.
Okay.
I know
So,
that I was told like I was at tech. I knew he had an aneurysm.
okay.
But my family has that stuff. I got, you know, a few things, but my family has his jewelry.
But his side, not like you and your brothers or whoever, like his family. Like you should have bought it is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And they ended up stepping in to take it because they saw flashy things. So this is the problem that's going on, is like you were kind of like, what the fuck? Like, you know, like I'm your daughter. But the problem is, or it's not a problem, but what he's saying, it doesn't matter where he's buried. You understand? It doesn't matter because he's here.
Yeah, he's here. He's buried here.
Okay, so what happened with overseas? Something happened with overseas. So is there something that's going on with the family overseas? Because that's what I was seeing was over water, like overseas. So just kind of keep your mind broad. Keep it open, because there might be something else that he's trying to say. But that's why I thought that maybe he was buried overseas. But there's something that is just, it's not sitting right. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like, okay, so when I'm trying to center myself, I feel like a lot of blackness, a lot of negative energy that's going on. So I feel like there's like maybe communication that needs to happen, or like maybe like somebody needs to get together. Somebody needs to do something, and it's kind of like everybody's like, I don't care. It's been a while, who cares? but something is supposed to be happening. He shows me that there's an altar. Do you have an altar with your father's picture on it? There is an altar. Somebody is serving him. So whoever it is, somebody that's serving him on this altar, he's coming through to say thank you. So if it's not you, it's somebody else. Does he have a sister? He has two sisters. There's one. It might be one of them who is very closer to him. She's short. She's the short one. And she's kind of like husky. They're both short. Okay.
And they both, yeah.
She should have short hair. Are they twins? I mean, short brown hair. Like she straightens her hair. She wears more of like her clothes are not, they're not bad clothes, you know, like they're just regular clothes that people would wear, but they're dress up clothes, but they're like snugly fitted to her.
See, that's the problem. You got nice, beautiful, that's always fitted.
Yeah.
Like,
So they're both sisters.
Like,
okay.
So it's kind of hard because they both dress like always casual, like, you know.
One of them has a bracelet. It's a gold bracelet. It might be X's and maybe hearts or something, but there's a bracelet that one of them is wearing. She has her fingernails that are done. On this one, she has bands. So this one is a specific bracelet. This one is like, you can hear the clanging of the bracelets, and it might have diamonds in the bracelet is what I'm seeing. Does one of them have a dog? A little white poodle? Do you know anybody who has a little white poodle? It could have passed. It's very, very small. Whatever it is, it's by her. So maybe she had a white poodle. Okay, I'm not gonna stay stuck on that forever. One of the sisters, you're gonna have to figure it out.
That's what I'm trying.
Because I'm bringing it in, but they're both the same.
Yeah.
One of the sisters has an altar that she puts with his picture. She gives him the water. She gives a candle there. Like she's doing all the things that she's doing, and she's like serving him. Like that's her way of you know. Like when you miss somebody, that's your way of serving them. He's just saying thank you. So he's saying thank you to that sister. What is the message? What is the message? And if you know anything, just pipe in and say anything that you know too. They won't even know who it is that's here.
See, I'm trying to think because I know now I used to wear bands, but it's not my father's side.
His family's not a bad family. They're just kind of they do their own thing. They're not melody people is what I feel. You know, like it's just kind of, they are who they are. You know, like they were just stepping in to take care of their brother is kind of what I'm feeling. Like they weren't trying to like harm anyone. They weren't trying to make things bad, even though they might have went about it the wrong way. They should have included you into a lot of this to make you feel part. You know, like where's like the decisions, all the decisions that they would make, all the tedious little things that they were doing, they should have included you more. You know, like you knew what was going on, but they were like kind of more involved. So they're not bad people. You know, he's saying to like talk to them. That's what he's saying. That like it's not a decision, but he's saying to like you need to go and talk to them because those are still your aunt. So at the end of the day, make sure that you're calling them. Make sure that you're conversating with them. They want to see the kids because those were his grandbabies. So there's so much that you have with them. So he's saying that you need to go and talk to them. Do you understand? Okay.
No, they held it down. They held it down. Made sure that he was good and everything. I could have been a little bit more decisions in every way. For the most part, you know, I was just I want to say like just meet another individual. Just have to be just not. Yeah.
And that's okay.
Not in a bad way, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just at that timing, me being off.
Yeah.
Me being like.
They could have been good.
But I'm a lot distant.
Absolutely.
You take a lot of the brunt though. Do you understand? Like, this is so important to you. This is so heartfelt for you, because not only are you taking the brunt, like you're holding it in. Who are you talking to about this? You're holding so much in, and you're like, you and your dad have so much together, and you have so much memories together, and that's what he's saying. That when you start bringing the kids to the family, include your father. Like, bring up those memories. Remind them about the guy that he was, not just the guy that they remember growing up. Your father did so much for you. He was included into you and your children's life. He made sure that he stamped his foot there. He made